Hey everyone, we're coming back with another one here. So there's a damaged piece of trim and shoe molding in the bathroom. So the first thing we want to do is make sure we score really well at the top of the baseboard, just so when we're removing it, we don't end up taking any of the paint with us. This little tool is incredible for prying off the baseboard. Only one I really like. Then we remove any residual brad nails from the original baseboard and scrape off any of the extra caulking that was there from before. Here what I'm doing is I'm lining up the size of the trim so I don't have to manually measure. I can just take the existing piece, mark it off, and miter both edges to 45s so that it's a nice snug fit without doing too much math. The baseboard I purchased as well was about a 1/2 inch too tall. So here I needed to mark that off, and then I cut it off with my circular saw. It doesn't need to be a perfect edge just because it's going to be hidden by the shoe molding anyways. So here we're installing the baseboard piece, finding some studs with my stud finder and driving in some 2-inch brad nails into the studs just to make sure the baseboard's sturdy. Then we're going to do the same thing with the shoe molding just to make sure that it brings the whole look together and matches the existing one. After that, I got some quick drying caulking just because this is a job I wanted to get done pretty quickly. So it's just an Alex brand, dries in about 20 minutes for paint. Faster if you throw a fan on it, so just running a bead of caulking here. And I'm gonna tape off the floor just to make it a little bit cleaner. I'm all for cutting in, but this early in the morning, my brain doesn't work that well. So tape off the floor and start cutting in here on the top section of the baseboard where I had just finished the caulking. What I did as well is I threw a fan on the caulking and as well as between paint coats to make it a little bit faster. So just for perspective here, I was able to get this entire job done, including cleanup and setup, in 1.5 hours, which is a pretty good amount of time. So just one other thing to keep an eye on. The reason this got so damaged was because they have a towel bar right above it, and I guess people were really dripping a lot of water on it over the years, and it got pretty banged up. So I recommended they remove that, and we find a different location for it. So that's the final result, and turned out really well. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to pop them below. Awesome. Thanks so much.